everyone, this is Esther and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I do videos on motivation, lifestyle, faith and motherhood. If you want more of my content, do not forget to subscribe and please like this video. Thank you. The topic, which is habits were changing in the year 2021. So today I'm going to be discussing 4 of them. Now, the first one we're going to be talking about is procrastination. Yes, procrastination. So what is procrastination? Procrastination is really when you're pro in casting a nation. So, did she just say that? I'm sorry. Alright guys, I believe so much in using humor, I mean. So let's be serious now. Now, procrastination really is the act of putting up a task until the very last minute. Now, generally, procrastination doesn't let us be effective because most times what we end up doing is that we push it up until the very last minute and then we panic and we just do any shabby work. So in the year 2021, we want to be better effective. We want to do things better. Now, procrastination is not really the same as laziness because for laziness, lazy people really do not want to do anything. But for those who procrastinate, they actually think about a task. They think about it, they dwell on it, but for whatever reason, they cannot take action. Now, in another subsequent video, I will be discussing procrastination. How can we overcome procrastination and what really are those triggers for procrastination? So we'll be doing that in another video. All right, the next thing we're going to be dropping in this year 2021 is not thinking that we are worth something or second guessing ourselves. What that does to us is really second guessing ourselves or thinking we're not good enough is one of the lies of the enemies. And in this year 2021, we want to drop that. We want to start placing value on ourselves. We want to start thinking of ourselves as people who have something to offer. Now, many times when people talk about value, people really think that, oh, you have to either be very rich or you have to be like a public speaker or something that measures value, especially when it comes to money. Now, if you're making somebody's life better, you're adding value to that person. If you show somebody how to style their hair, that is value. If you show somebody how to beautify their face, that is value. If you show somebody, if you help somebody maybe with their work in school that they're slacking, that is value. If you're able to lend a helping hand to somebody, that is actually you having value in that person's life. That is you making the person's life better, and that way you're adding value to that person. And so in this year, I want you to begin to think of yourself as somebody who has value, as somebody who is able to add something to the community. Don't believe the lies that you're not worth anything. Those are the lies of the devil. So in this year 2021, we are going to do better. We're going to begin to think of ourselves as people of value, as people who have something to contribute to the environment and the society at large. So remember that you're a person of value and you have something to offer to your work. Now, at this point, I just want to shout out to Dr. Debbie Jegede. Our son clocked 1 year on January 19. So I'd just like to shout out to baby boy Prince Ariloye. Many happy returns. I do pray that you will live to fulfill your destiny. The Lord will keep you, protect you. You will shine. You're a leader. You're a star. And so feel free to shout out. I am going to link our account below so that you can send in your prayers and your shout out. The birthday was on January 19. Alright guys, and on this video, something we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving shout outs, but of course we do not want more than 1 or 2 shout outs per video. So it's going to be on a first come first serve basis. So if you do want to shout out to a friend, a loved one, somebody, send me a message in my DM on Instagram and Facebook, which is going to be linked below. All right, so and that's one thing that we're going to be doing on this channel. Yes guys, so something else we're changing in this year, the third thing, the number 3 thing that we're going to be changing in this year 2021 is the habit of complaining. I mean, personally, it's a distaste for me. I don't like complainers. It's just like yup. Like people that like to complain, many times they don't actually make any changes. They just like to sit down and criticize everything. So if you're one of those, you really need to stop that in this year 2021. You can either make a change. So for example, you're in a party, you don't like the place, you can make a change. Or you're somewhere, you don't like it. It's either you say something to somebody, you really need to stop that. And rather than complaining, be positive. Have good vibes, have good things to share. People that complain, personally, I feel like they like to find problems and solutions. Have you ever just had that friend, you're like, you know what? Person's like, oh, I have this issue, and you're like, oh, can we do it this way? And the person tells you the reason why that can't work, and you go around the reason, and then you come up with another reason, and then this person still has another reason why that would not work. It's like, yo, why are you talking to me? You understand me, right? So it's like, let's stop complaining. In this year 2021, we are not all about complainers, okay? If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to click that like button and do subscribe. All right, so finally, the number 4 thing that we are quitting in this year is comparing ourselves to other people. I mean, we need to stop that. That is a very, very bad habit, right? Now, comparing yourself to other people, what it really does is that it diminishes your value. Because when you begin to compare yourself, that means you no longer appreciate who you are. You no longer see the blessing in yourself, and you begin to reduce your self-worth. Now, many times people like to think the grass is greener on the other side. Now, it might be greener on the other side, but that is because there is somebody that is watering it. So if you want your grass to be green, then begin to water your own grass. Don't compare yourself to other people. Do not diminish yourself. The people you're comparing yourself to are probably comparing themselves to you too, or even comparing themselves to other people. Now, comparing yourself really doesn't do much for you, because you might be blessed in so many areas, but there's just that one area where maybe you require this thing. And what it does is that it just diminishes self-worth, and before you know it, you just feel like, oh, I've not accomplished anything. But if you begin to appreciate the blessings of God, you begin to see what God is doing in your life, you begin to appreciate really how far God has brought you to. I know, yes, there are seasons of your life where sometimes you want this one thing. So anytime the devil brings to you that, oh, you need to compare yourself, tell yourself, you know what? No, I am going to begin to appreciate the blessings of God upon my life. I am going to look back and see how far God has brought me. And I trust that God has brought me this far. This one thing that I need is going to accomplish that for me. So no, in this year 2021, you should not compare yourself. Do not compare yourself with anybody. Like literally, nobody is the standard. Right? Nobody is the standard. If you're going to compare yourself to who you were previously and see if you're better than your previous self, not to somebody else. Nobody is the standard. And those are the 4 things I am going to be talking about. Next week, I'm going to bring you guys something juicy. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell so when I upload my video, you can watch it. Don't forget to also watch my video on Motivation Monday. It's a 1-minute motivation to get us excited for the week, for what the Lord is doing in the new week. It's just 1 minute, people, please. Like, I mean, our attention span is not that tiny, right? So, yeah, so let's watch that Motivation Monday with Esther Monday. Guys, love you so much, and stay tuned until next time. Full and blessed day ahead, or whatever time you are. Okay, and please don't feel free to shout out. I'm going to put our